Yes.
So you can start now, Samuel. Thank you.
Yeah, good day, everyone. My name is Samuel Oluwafemi. I'm on the mobile app team, and I'll be talking about Firebase and Firebase Cloud Messaging on its features. Yeah, so when developing applications as a developer, or more specifically as a front-end developer, where your major job is to design and build client-side interfaces, determine the UI of applications and how clients interact with those applications. There are certain um, things that must be met, and there are certain things that your application has to be able to do for you to develop a successful application. So some of the things you are going to need is you are going to need a back-end server to store and support the application. You need a computer to house database of the application. You need that back-end server to be able to scale, because when you build an app on inception or exception, the app might be handling, or your app, maybe 5 people have downloaded the application and use it. Or after 2 years, after a while, the number of users will increase. So you need a backend to be able to scale as the size of the application increases. Because the more the users, the more data, the more information the application will be working with. Then also, for you to build a successful application, you need to look for ways to be able to get your app across to as many users as possible, because that is what makes an app successful. You want as many people as possible to be able to use your application. Then you need analytics and measuring to be able to study your app and know what is wrong and what works on the application, what needs to change. Then finally, the business perspective, you need to be making money for your application, which is where Firebase comes in. Before I tell you what Firebase is, you need to know what BaaS is. It is an acronym for Backend as a Service. So Firebase is a backend, as I said. What this means is that it handles everything about the backend for you, and you pay for it as a service. So Firebase as a platform allows you to handle the front end, and it takes care of the back end. So backend as a service is a model in which developers, they outsource all the behind the scenes aspects of web or mobile applications. So they only have to write and maintain the front end without worrying about the having to write code that handles information and the database and all that. Okay. Okay, use it like that. It's not supposed to show like this. I don't know actually. So what the backend does, what the kind of services is database management, cloud storage for images and videos that your users might upload to the application or download from the application, and user authentication. It is the backend that is in charge of logging in and registration and all that. Then push notifications. You need to be able to send messages to users to be able to re-engage them. Then hosting, where your platform stays on the cloud. So Firebase is a web and a mobile development platform. Firebase is a cross-platform framework that allows you to send messages to your applications and from your applications, regardless. It could be iOS applications, it could be Android applications, and it could also be web-based applications. So how does Firebase work? Firebase has some services it offers. So it is more than just the database management system. Firebase is a framework that houses everything concerning your backend. So it has a real-time database, it has hosting solutions, and it also houses file storage. What that means is that Firebase has the capability to be able to help you develop quality applications, and it has the ability to be able to build better apps. It has the ability to be able to make you distribute your application properly. So Firebase also has things such as dynamic links, which allow you to send users to particular, when they Google search things on the web, if you have those things in the application, dynamic links make it possible to direct users to that particular content in your application. Then they also have AdWords that help you with your marketing and Google Analytics. So for marketers, Firebase helps. Then invites, with Firebase, it is easier to, you can make existing subscribers of your application, you can make them referrals. They can help you refer other people to your application with invites. So Firebase authentication component allows you to manage user accessibility to your application, like I stated earlier. When developing applications, not at times, you will need to be able to determine who has access to your app and who doesn't, registration and login pages. But with Firebase, you do not have to write code for that. Usually, you might not properly, you can make mistakes when writing code. You can, even if you don't make mistakes, you can write code in such a way that it will not be as effective. Maybe there's one logic you didn't properly get. But with Firebase, all that is taken care of. Then Firebase can also help you keep your users engaged. Cloud messaging, where you're able to send, which is what we're talking about originally, where you're able to send messages to your applications and from your applications to keep users engaged. Notifications, push notifications that maybe you have new offers for your users. Firebase allows you to do that. Then app index, and people can search for your application on the web. The remote config. This feature basically allows you, for instance, now it is possible that you downloaded Instagram on your application, and another day when you open it, the UI can look different, and it's not as if you updated the application. So a remote config allows you to work with the UI and how your application works without having to update the application. Then add more component allows you to monetize your app. So things that have to do with analytics and marketing. It has this feature that you can integrate into your application and help you make money from your application. So far, some of the benefits is that it can help you reach new users with dynamic links and invites and all that. Push notifications and cloud messaging helps you keep them engaged. And Firebase also has the feature where no matter the amount of users you use, Firebase has the scalability options and grow insights as your application grows. And Firebase helps you make more money from the application. And it also has the best lab and crash reporting to help with the quality of the app building and after building, to help you know what works in the app and what doesn't work in the application. Right. So this is an infographic on how cloud messaging works. And before Firebase, there was Google Cloud Messaging. And Firebase is the advanced version of that. Google Cloud Messaging allows you, and this is how Google Cloud Messaging allows you send messages from the server to the client app by registering the application with GCL, and it sends you a token. And this token is registered on the server, which allows you to send messages back and forth. So what is the difference between GCN and Firebase? GCN is simply, Firebase is simply GCN with more features such as hosting, cloud storage, file management, and everything access to dynamic links and the likes. Firebase is Google Cloud Messaging and more. So traditionally in the past, when you have your application, you need the database to work with the application. You also need cloud storage. You also need other things such as hosting. But right now with Firebase handles all of that. So you have database, you have hosting, you also have cloud storage in one framework. So all you have to do is to install the Firebase SDK and you have access to all that. So there are three key issues that Firebase Cloud Messaging solves or kind of, first of all, or three key features. And the first thing is that messages can, and forgive me, I don't know, on my own end, the slide doesn't seem to be showing very well. I don't know why that is happening. So that's why I'm just explaining. So there are three key features that happen that Firebase Cloud Messaging. So first of all, you can send message, you can target devices, you can send messages to one device, or you can decide to send to 2, 3, or 4 devices. So you can send to multiple devices at a time. With Firebase, one message, you send messages once, and it will go to Android, it will go to iOS, and it will also go to the web. And regardless of, as developers, we understand that this application, they use different protocols in transferring messages from one another. For instance, iOS devices, they use Apple push notification service to be able to transfer messages between server and iOS devices. Then Android devices use Android transport layer and like that. But with Firebase, you're allowed to, you can send messages to multiple platforms at the same time, and it's all that is, and all by sending it from Firebase admin server, and all that is sorted. And another feature of Firebase is that you can target devices. Okay, I already mentioned that you can send messages to more than one person at a time. Then it also allows you to cross platforms. So how does it work? Firebase Cloud Messaging includes two main components for sending and receiving. A trusted environment, which is your server side. You using Firebase, it is advised to use cloud storage. Cloud hosting allows you to handle that, or you can also decide to use another client server to handle that. And also you need the client application. And you need the server to be able to send the first one, trusted environment. You need to be able to server that manages how the messages are sent or received. And you need an application because you need to have an application that is able to receive notification from Firebase and also to send messages out. So this is the diagram of the architecture of how this is how things work in Firebase. So Firebase acts at the backend and manages transport of messages to different devices, while the server sends messages from graphical UI interface. So you can use the Firebase admin SDK, or you can write your own code and use different protocols like the HTTP or XMPP. This is basically how it works. So you register with Firebase. So when implementing Firebase, you need to set up the Firebase cloud messaging SDK. You need to develop your application, then you need to develop your app server. So how do you build the application or messaging system with Firebase? The first thing is that you register your users application instance with Firebase Cloud Messaging Server. That means once you register your application, as the diagram shows, that token that is given to you is what using to communicate between the server and the application. So without that, you will not be able to use Firebase Cloud Messaging. Then on your server, you write code that allows you to address these devices by ID or topics. Because with Firebase, you can decide if you have if you like both now. At times they have offers for people staying in Lagos, at times they have offers for people staying in Abuja. So with that, what that is that that's that's a group of people. So once you do that, you can decide that as people are registering for the application, the people in Lagos are put in one group, the people in Abuja are put in one group, and things like that. You can design your application using different groups. And when you have offers for people in such groups, all you need to is type the message out. You type the message, and one message goes to different users of your application with one group, in one group. You can also target single devices, as I stated earlier. And you can also make your send messages in terms of topics. People are interested in some topics. So as people are registering for application, at times they might ask you what you're interested in. So people that are interested in certain topics will get those notifications. So all you have to do is on your server side, when you send the message, in the option of topic, once you click the topic, that message is for people that are only people that are interested in that topic. So, thank you. Thank you. If you have
Thank you, Samuel.
sorry, confused. Okay.
Thank you, Samuel. If you have any question for Samuel, you can go ahead and ask. And if there are no questions, Samuel, you can ask any of the participants any question.
So, can anyone tell me some of the additional features Firebase has? Does anyone know any of the features Firebase, other features Firebase has? Nobody? Akinto, you
So what did you say? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Faith, I can hear you. Samuel.
I think get what you said.
Yeah, so he asked that what are the additional features of Firebase? So he was directing the question to you.
Firebase. So did you say Firebase?
Yes.
That should be almost now. That should be authentication. I think you mentioned authentication. You mentioned cloud messaging, then indexing. Yes, yeah. Right. Is it there? Did you hear me?
You're sounding far away, Pete.
Yeah, so I said you mentioned authentication, you mentioned indexing, you mentioned cloud messaging.
Okay. Thank you. Since Samuel is no longer here, he's having issues with his network. So Patrick, you can stop the live stream now.